Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we have a classic, and it is Guess the Dave Meltzer star rating.
This is obviously, like you mentioned, a classic that we've done for quite some time. We're going to kick things off with Wrestle Dream, a very, I guess, pretty recent pay-per-view from AEW, but we've seen the 500K tag team match between the Bucks and the Jurassic Express, where Jurassic Express do pick up the win.
This was a pretty good match, if I do believe. It's one of my favorite matches on the night as well. I could see Dave giving this a 5 kind of off the rip. I could see that being one. I think this was the first match of Jurassic Express, at least on their first pay-per-view match. But I think I'll lock it a 4.75 as my final guess.
You got it right on, 4.75 from Dave Meltzer. Now on to your second one, and we're staying in Wrestle Dream, where we have Chris Statlander defeating Toni Storm and retaining the world title. This is the second match.
Okay, so this is when she wins. So I can imagine it being the better match, because I think I would say the defense was better than the winning match. It's probably in the 4s. I don't think it's gonna be a 5, or it's not gonna be in the 3s. I'm gonna say a flat 4.
You got it right on again. 4 stars from Dave Meltzer. And now we're going back just a bit to All Out, where we see Eddie Kingston defeat Big Bill.
Eddie Kingston versus Big Bill. Okay, I think this is really short, but also I don't remember much from this at all. I'm going to guess it's going to be relatively low. I'm just going to say a 2.5.
1.75 from Dave Meltzer. If I'm not mistaken, this match actually opened up All Out, and it was a terrible just opening match. I could be wrong on that. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe it did open the show, and it was a pretty terrible opener, of course.
Yeah.
But we're going to Dynamite Thanksgiving Eve, where we see Okada lose to Kyle Fletcher in the Continental Classic.
Okay, I think this one was the banger. I think I missed this match, though, so I don't remember too much from it, but I think I remember people saying this one was one of the banger matches from the Continental Classic. In saying that, I think it won't break a 5. It's probably over a 4, because look at the names, but I'll probably go with a 4.5.
You are wrong on this one. It is a 4 even from Dave Meltzer. Now we're going to Dynamite New Year Smash, where Willow defeated Mercedes for the TBS title.
I really enjoy this match, obviously, with Willow getting the big win over Mercedes after so many days as her run. But I will hope he gave us a good rating. I think it's even in the realm of a 5. I don't think he'll give it to it, but I think it's as close as you can get to a 5 without touching a 5, so I'll say a 4.75 again.
You are wrong on this one again. Unfortunately, it is a 4.5 from Dave Meltzer, so you were really close on this one. But now we're going to Forbidden Door, where we see Mercedes Moné defeat Persephone, Alex Windsor, and Bozilla.
This one I really enjoyed. I love Bozilla's performance in this match. It's probably it's either a high 3 or like a low 4. I'm going to go with 3.5.
Almost. It is a 3.25 rated match. And on to your final one. This is the Christmas Collision episode, and this is Kevin Knight and Pac in a time limit draw.
Another, I believe, kind of classic match.
Yep.
So for this one, again, another one I don't think I watched. Going match is pretty good. Look at the names again. I'll probably say a 4. It's flat 4.
Wrong once again on the final one. It is a 4.25 rated match.
Okay, I kept it close a little bit on some of the ratings. Did get able to pick up 2 points, so I'll take that.
Yeah, definitely 2 points, especially being the first 2.
But now it is your turn, and for your first match, we're going to bring it back to AEW Dynasty, where we've seen Toni Storm defend her belt against Megan Bayne.
Okay, I'll be honest, I don't really remember a whole lot of highlights from this match or anything, so I'm gonna just guess that it wasn't the greatest. I do remember it happening. I'm gonna say 3.5.
You are somewhat close, but it is a 4.
Oh wow, okay.
But next up is a classic match that happened this year, one of the best matches of the year, and that was Will Ospreay versus Hangman Adam Page at Double or Nothing at the Owen Hart Tournament Finals.
Now, this one was very good. This is one of our matches of the years. Wasn't number 1, but I believe for you it was number 2, and for me it was number 3, something like that. So definitely will be rated high. Dave Meltzer loves a good Will Ospreay match as well as Hangman. And then Double of Nothing as well. Just the vibes were good. The crowd was good. The energy was there. So I'll go pretty high and say... I'll just go 5 stars even.
It broke the scale because it went to 5.5. You have to remember some matches are better than perfect, and that's what Will Ospreay brings. Mr. Dave Meltzer star rating, the GOAT of the 5-star. A 5.5 from Will and Hangman.
Nah, definitely not surprised because that match was very good.
Speaking of Mr. 5-star, it is going to be Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland up next, but this time at Dynamite Summer Blockbuster.
Yeah, this match now I remember... This was definitely one of the better matches of the year. Didn't quite make our top 10. However, I mean, it arguably could have made, top potentially 5, depending on, how you rated matches differently or not. But I'll go 4.75 for this one.
Wrong again. It is another scale breaker at a 5.25.
Wow.
Like I said, Ospreay's Mr. 5-star, but he can break the scale at multiple points. But next up, we're going to go to Grand Slam Australia, where we had Harley Cameron have her hometown fight against Mercedes Moné for the TBS champion.
Yeah, I believe this was the big puppet match, where she brings out the puppet, she takes it off her hand and throws it. Crowd really enjoyed that spot and really enjoyed the puppet kind of act in general. I definitely really enjoyed this match. Harley Cameron is someone I really enjoy her work as a character, and even in ring she's gotten a lot better. Now you're tag team champion. But I will go, it's not going to be too high. Dave doesn't really like the antics, I don't believe. So I'm going to go 3.5.
You are on the money. It is a
Okay.
3.5. So you are now at 1 point. But let's stick with the women and go back to Megan Bayne, who had a great year this year. We're going to go back to Dynamite at the very start of the year, where she fought against Chris Statlander.
That's another match. I don't really remember. I know it happened once again, but I just can't really remember details about the match. But, considering the Tony Storm rating that we had earlier with Megan Bayne, considering this is against Chris Statlander, who I do think is a little bit better than Tony Storm in ring-wise, I'm going to go with a 4.25.
You're close again, but it was a 4 flat. Another 4-star match from Megan Bayne. I guess to kind of show that throughout the entire year she was always up there. But next up, we're going to stick with the women once again, but we're going to go to All In, a big match. One that you've had your opinions on, but is Mercedes Moné and Toni Storm.
Yeah, this match, it was one of those matches that I did enjoy. But I just don't think it lived up to the hype. Obviously, this is 2 of the best women wrestlers in the world, so I had a very high expectation. I just don't think it really met that expectation. I think the build for it was very weak. I don't think Tony Khan or just whoever the creative was behind this did a really good job behind that, with her just eating steak on the side and everything. I don't think the match was really all that. So I will go... It's a tough one to rate, honestly, because I think Dave probably will still rate it high. I'm going to go 4.25 again.
Somewhat close, but is a 4.75.
Wow.
Almost a 5-star match from the women. Again, another controversial one. Everybody has their opinions on it, but I do still think that match was really good. It's just a very underwhelming match considering what the build was.
Yeah, definitely. As I mentioned, it was mostly just the expectations that kind of would weigh down my rating of the match, just because I did have a very high expectation set for that match.
In a match that no one ever expected to happen, I can guarantee you didn't think it was going to happen as of 2024, but we've seen Ricochet go one-on-one with Zach Gowen. This was on a Dynamite at Beach Break. What star rating do you think it got?
So it was a pretty good segment, honestly. Like, that was a really good kind of story going into that match. I really enjoyed that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the match was very good as well. Not very good, maybe, but, for what it was pretty good. I think I'll, It's a tough one because Ricochet can do some crazy things to just, make a star rating go up just off of one moment. Then there's Zach Gowen. I will go with a 4 even.
Again, overshot it. This one's going to be a 3.5. So still a solid match. Nothing to be mad about, but maybe a little bit overrated in your eyes. But yeah, a 3.5 from Zach Gowen in 2025.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely really enjoyed the moment. The crowd was definitely behind Zach Gowen in that moment. And I did think that Ricochet did everything right as a heel to kind of finish that feud off, or short feud off, I guess, with Zach Gowen.
Yeah, this is kind of the peak of the Ricochet heel stuff, so great work from him. But yeah, that is going to do it for our Dave and Meltzer star rating. I believe I have one with a 2-1, so I'm still better at all this, so yeah, you can eat that. But that would do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.